What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. So you guys will remember this tweet that came out way back in May when the writer's strike first began. Nerdrotic had posted this on his Twitter. He says, during a recession, massive layoffs, billions lost on streaming, theaters struggling, all assisted by the worst era of Hollywood's history. The WGA votes to strike. You can see down here the date, May 1st, okay? That's when the strike was going down. So that's about 2.5 months ago. Now, fast forward 2.5 months. And I said it then. You got two things you need on your side if you're ever going to strike. You need timing and you need leverage, okay? And according to Nerdrotic, as we all knew, there was neither on their side. They didn't have the timing, okay? Because during the recession and all the layoffs, money, problems everywhere, all right? Studios just ain't got it like that. Not to mention, they don't have the leverage, okay? As he mentions, the worst era of writing in Hollywood's current history, all right? Nobody's feeling this writing. You see the box office right now. The box office is absolutely disastrous for a lot of these films where they've cranked out $200 or $300 million to make something. They're not going to make any of that money back. So they're bleeding money. All of these studios are in some way, shape, or form. So how did you think that this was going to end? What was going to be the end result of this entire debacle? On Deadline, Hollywood Studios' WGA Strike endgame is to let the writers go broke before resuming talks in fall. It is a cold wrap. Game over, man. Game over. Writers gotta go back to the negotiation table because they're about to let you starve, okay? They don't care. They don't care. You had no negotiation. You had no leverage. You had nothing on your side. It's over. You bluffed. They called. Game over. It's a wrap. Turn out the lights. The party is over. All right. They got to get their butts back to the negotiation table immediately if they want to keep their jobs. Otherwise, they're just going to start getting non-union writers and AI to write everything. And they're not going to give one lick about what's going on with y'all. They say it right here. Oh, yeah. Let the writers go broke. Let them go broke. All right. And a lot of fans ain't going to shed a tear because all of this content that I just said that we've been getting lately is terrible. All right. It's not up to speed. It's not up to snuff. It's woke. People don't like it, all right? All of these writers that just been churning out woke nonsense and nobody's feeling this stuff. So you got two choices at this point, writers. You can go broke, starve to death, and then finally come crawling back. I mean, pretty much right now, you've lost any leverage that you might have had during the negotiation. The studios know that you guys got to get y'all butts back to the negotiation table. It's a cold wrap, okay? It's a cold wrap. Listen. Like the main crux of this entire strike, a lot of it's centered on these streaming services and these writers saying, yo, we're not getting compensated fairly on how this streaming stuff works. We're not getting the residuals that we used to get when it was just network television. So we need to come up with some sort of a different compensation structure to make sure that we're getting paid appropriately of what we feel that we're giving to you, the streaming studios or these streaming services. But the problem is that these streaming services don't really need to negotiate. Look, these streaming services got content for days, months, and years, okay? They got deep catalogs of stuff that they can always just throw out there. You know, Amazon, HBO, Netflix. I've said this about Netflix, I don't know for how long. I said you will never, ever get to the end of Netflix. Never. I don't care how many hours a day you watch Netflix. You will never reach the end of Netflix. There's always something to watch on Netflix. I mean, a lot of it's not that good, but if you're that hard up for content, yeah, there's stuff to watch on Netflix. They don't need the writers to put content on these platforms. They got deep catalogs. And then they can always just run to a foreign country. You know, if they really need something new that's different that people haven't seen before. Oh, hey, Bob, can you get on the phone with the folks over in Korea? Yeah, get us the next Squid Game. That's what we're looking for. We need another Squid Game show to bring over here like it's brand new or something. You know, they can always do stuff like that. You know, or go get some anime, or go to, foreign, Europe or whatever, and plumb those depths of foreign films that haven't been, shown in America, or television programs, or whatever the case may be. There's a ton of stuff that they can do. Deep catalogs. They will never run out of stuff that they can show. So the writers really don't have the negotiation wiggle room that they thought they had. And the crazy thing is, I actually know a couple of writers. I actually know a couple of Hollywood writers. There's legit panic amongst these guys, okay? There's legitimate panic. And the crazy thing is, this is what one of them said. They're hoping that they can tag along with the actors right now, okay? They're like kind of hoping that the actors, you can see right here at the top of this thing on Deadline, SAG-AFTRA agrees to federal mediation with studios, but won't extend Wednesday strike deadline. So they're hoping that somehow the actors actors can just kind of, hey, can you guys throw some of our causes in with your, your requests? They're hoping that the actors can add some of their grievances to the mix. And if hope is your biggest negotiation chip, if that's it, it's over, okay? Hope, a wing and a prayer, look, it's a wrap, all right? These studios ain't got no reason to deal with you. And again, let's go ahead and check out this article. It spells it out like absolutely crystal clear that these writers are done. Regardless of whether SAG-AFTRA goes on strike this week, the studios have no intention of sitting down with the Writers Guild for several more months. I think we're in for a long strike, and they're going to let it bleed out, said one industry veteran intimate with the POV of studio CEOs. With the scribe strike now finishing its 71st day and the Actors Union just 30 hours from a possible labor action of its own, the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers are planning to dig in hard this fall before even entertaining the idea of more talks with the WGA. I've learned not Halloween precisely, but late October for sure is the intention, says a top-tier producer close to the Carol Labardini run AMPTP. So if they're saying, yeah, late October, they're talking about like another 3 months. They say we ain't talking to y'all for another 3 months. Okay, that's it. While some dismiss this as just cynical strike talk, studio and streamer sources around town confirmed the strategy. They also confirmed that the plan to grind down the guild has long been in the works for a labor cycle that all sides agree is a game changer one way or another for Hollywood. It's been agreed to for months. Even before the WGA went out, one executive said, nobody wanted a strike, but everybody knew this was a make or break, man. So yeah, they're playing hardball. They're not playing with these guys, all right? They're just going straight, hey, you know what? Gangster tactics, all right? We're just going to starve y'all out, okay? And see if y'all can make it. Receiving positive feedback from Wall Street since the WGA went on strike, Warner Brothers Discovery, Apple, Netflix, Amazon, Disney, Paramount, and others have become determined to break the WGA, as one studio exec blatantly put it. You see that? These guys are not joking around. Writers, it's a wrap, man. If you're a writer, I got a couple of options for y'all at the end. I'll save it for the end. But yeah, it's cold rap when it comes to the WGA, all right? They ain't playing with y'all. To do so, the studios and the AMPTP believe that by October, most writers will be running out of money after 5 months on the picket lines and no work. The end game is to allow things to drag on until union members start losing their apartments and losing their houses. They are not playing with y'all. We want y'all cats homeless, okay? When you're homeless, you're talking a different tune, okay? You're singing a different song. Oh, shit, man, I ain't got to rent this month. Look, get your ass back to the negotiation table, union president. What are you talking about? I need to eat. I got kids to feed. My apartment is about to get yanked, okay? And we ain't in the pandemic. There's no, rent moratorium for us. Hey, come on, let's go, all right? They are not joking around. A studio executive told Deadline, acknowledging the cold as ice approach. Several other studios reiterated the statement. One insider called it a cruel but necessary evil. Again, this is how strikes go. Like I said at the beginning, when you don't have negotiation power, when you don't have leverage, you got to just shut your ass up and just get over there and just make the best deal you can make and call it a wrap, okay? You can't just draw a line in the sand if you ain't got negotiation power. They said basically, yeah, we waiting for y'all to be homeless. Get out of these apartments. Landlord knocking on your door, leaving that little note on your door. That's what they were. Just like, yeah, okay, y'all playing? Yeah, let's go. Let's play the game. The game is over, okay? It's just a wrap. The studios and streamers next think financially strapped writers would go to the WGA leadership and demand they restart talks precisely before what could be a very cold Christmas. Yeah, no Christmas presents under the tree for y'all families. Whoo, man. In that context, the studios and streamers feel they would be in a position to dictate most of the terms of any possible deal. They have all the damn leverage, okay? They got all the leverage, especially when it's Christmas time and, the kids is looking under the tree and, no, I'm sorry, kids, Santa didn't come this year, okay, because mommy and daddy are on strike. You gotta just, hey, listen, I'm joking, but just all seriousness. And listen, like I said, I got a couple of writer friends. Look, get your asses back to the negotiation table. Okay, it's a wrap. All right, these cats ain't playing with y'all. It's a done deal. The severe method comes out of the guild's successful battle with the agencies in 2021 over dismantling the lucrative practice of packaging. The WGA picked off one agency after another until the final holdout, WME, backed down, a tactic seen as a warning sign by many in the studio and streamer C-suites. convinced that giving in, as another insider put it, to the writers will result in every contract cycle from the WGA, IATSE, and the Teamsters and more ending the strike. The AMPTP is aiming for the bottom line. They're trying to break them. Yeah, see, they don't want to give in no more. They tired of giving in. They done. Okay, they don't want to do this giving in shit because, listen, this is ball busting maneuvers. This is gangster shit, right? Because look, every contract cycle, see, they said every contract cycle is just going to end in another strike. If they keep giving in, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Every time a contract is, oh, well, time to strike. Oh, we need more of this. We need more of that. All right. And they're going to keep giving in again and again and again. And they're saying, nah, we're done with that. Okay. We're aiming for the bottom line now. This far, no further. Okay. You guys cannot cross this line. We're done here. That's basically what the producers are saying. The studios are done. All right, it's a wrap. It's over. Since the WGA called its first strike in 15 years in early May, there have been no discussions between the producers, basically, and the guild, despite persistent public guild offers to meet. Yeah, again, the guild is wanting to get back to the negotiation table, okay? But these producers said, we can't. We gotta break them. We gotta break them now. Break them now, and we won't have to deal with this again. That's their mentality, okay? It's gangster tactics. Because they know that these writers will be coming every negotiation. Oh, we need more money. Oh, we need more money. Oh, we do. They're just going to keep doing that. And so if you guys want to work with us, okay, great. Let's go ahead and let's get this work. Those negotiations failed, okay? And they went on strike. And now that you're on strike, they're going to bleed you out. All right. It's like an NFL lockout situation where they like, okay, we're just going to lock you out. And then they're going to wait for all of these cats to come to the negotiation table when they are desperate. Okay. They're going to wait until these cats are absolutely desperate. And then they'll just hold all the cards and make whatever decisions they want to make. Sources close to the producers insist there has been no direct offer from the WGA leadership to resume talks. Still, as pickets went up, production shut down the strike's early weeks. Studio bosses almost uniformly offered banal praise to the writers, but no public proposals to get them back to work. In the meantime, as network schedules shifted to unscripted shows and streamers buy up foreign content, like I said, foreign content, right? The studios and streamers have been saving money on shuttered productions and cost cutting. These guys, listen. They had y'all by the balls the entire time. Stop it. Stop it. Talk to your presidents, man. They had y'all by the balls. They knew exactly how they were going to come at this. Okay, and you guys say, oh, you're going to be losing all of these, scripted shows. And they're like, whatever, we got the scripted shows. We got the foreign content. All right, we got all of this stuff, man. We're going to be just fine, okay? Just fine. Yeah, you guys go ahead, walk the picket line, enjoy yourselves. All right, get some sun, and then you'll be back, okay? You'll be back. Look, the way I see it is this. If you're a talented writer, if you're a really talented writer, you should be able to go out there and ply your trade right now in the marketplace. You could go out there and make an independent film. Okay, you don't need Hollywood. You can go out and make an independent film, or you could write a novel. Okay, I did that much. All right. Go out there, you got an idea, put it in a book, put it in a novel, throw it up on Amazon, see what you can do, okay? You'll have actually more than I had because at least you have writer credits. You can say from the writers of this show or that show, or here's my IMDb and all the stuff that I've done. I didn't even have that, but I was able to still churn out a couple of novels and got a little bit back. Not great, but nevertheless, any writer can do that. Any writer can do that if you have the talent. The problem is a lot of y'all don't have the talent that you think you got. And you really rely on that Hollywood system. And now is the time to really, go out there and see what you really can do with your writing talent. Are you really as good as you think you are? And are you deserving of all of this money that you're trying to get out of these Hollywood studios? Okay, well, go out there and ply your trade. Okay, writing, which is your job, your trade. Go and ply your trade out there in the marketplace on your own. All right. And you'll see what it is. You'll see how good you are. And if you're good, guess what? You'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. You'll be able to make money off the marketplace. That's how I look at it, Or your second option is you could go in there on bended knee, okay? Get your union president to get in there on bended knee and start negotiating. Get out there and start getting it done. Because look, it's going to be a cold Christmas. That's all I'm saying. It's going to be a cold one this Christmas, man. And basically goes on to say, yeah, we got the directors done. Okay. We took care of the directors. Directors didn't bark too much. We needed the directors. Okay. You can't make a film without a director. You can't really make a film without an actor either. They'll see what happens with the actors. They're saying even if the actors join the picket line, the studios hope to get the actors back to the negotiating table in a few weeks. Yeah. But the writers, they ain't worried. Okay, again, we can always find different ways to get words on a page for these actors to read and set directions for directors or whatever. They can find a way around that stuff. And again, all of these streaming services, they got a million things that they can show. The writers never had the leverage to get this thing done. Again, the writing was already woke. It was already terrible, all right? Disney is over there purging stuff off of their platform because it's so bad and it's not doing anything for the bottom line. So you had no leverage ever. Okay, and when you don't have leverage, it was a bad timing, and you still didn't have the leverage, it's a wrap. Writers, you got to go back, knock on the boss's door at the union office and say, hey, you know what? It's over, bro. I can't have a cold Christmas, okay? I can't get thrown out my apartment, all right? You guys get back in there, work out something so I can get back to work. Anyway, folks, what do y'all think about this situation? Yeah, they ain't gave no comment to this thing as, you know, expected. But yeah, I think it's a cold wrap, okay? Like I said, I know a couple of cats, and they sweating it out right now, and they're hoping that SAG, of all people, the actors, you know, somehow come to the rescue. And that's just a sign that this thing is done. But you guys go ahead, jump down in the comments, give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.